Here we are live at the 360 Vegas studios with this edition of School Police Talk. We have the chief here. We have a new person who's not been on the show before. Chief, please introduce yourself and tell us what it is that you do.
Well, this is Sergeant Bernardo Barca. He's been with us for 8 years now. Came on just like everybody else. He was a lateral from Nevada Highway Patrol, and worked with me directly. I had him working in internal affairs for a bit. I think that was about a year and a half, 2 years, somewhere around there, and promoted out of there to sergeant. And he's been in what we call the, was it Charlie area or David?
David area.
David area in Region 1 since then.
Mentorship. I mean, like, this is what we're looking for, because not only from a grandmom standpoint, but the children that are so vulnerable. We know that there are so many children that go without, that live on the streets, but that they still go to school, that are trying every single day. And so the leadership that you provide allows someone the latitude to do the best that they can for the community. And so the Clark County School District Police, has so many of these things that you've brought that weren't there before. The social workers, we talk about bridging the gap. I mean, all these things that you have done to the school district police is allowing this sergeant to now have officers underneath him following in the same suit, because the children and the community are so important. And that's something that you do.
Yeah, it's just providing what's needed, really. And you don't really know that until you work in the environment. So I left a reservation, and my first assignment was Monaco Middle School on the east side of town. And other than loving it, I loved it. It's just the excitement in the air and just being around the kids all day, and working with the staff, and then forming relationships with families that have issues with, kids they do something, and you meet with their parents and you talk to them and find out about some of the things that are maybe bringing the kid to want to steal or, act up, or, you learn about their family environment. So it's more just working in the school. You learn about the community around there. And you also learn what the school district does, and about those the students that are homeless, and how they feed them. I didn't know any of that. I start working at the school, and wow, we're feeding kids breakfast, and we're giving them food for the weekend. You know that? The schools do that, and that was surprising to me. And it seemed like I came from a really close-knit community where we all knew each other, and the tribe was the government, so to speak, helping provide services to those that needed things. And I get to the school, and it's like the school's doing that for the school community, and I really like that, moving up and seeing what we were providing as in terms of law enforcement, because it's just not enforcing the law. There's other things we need to do to be successful, and just helping the department grow and progress in providing those services to our kids when we come in contact with them. And a lot of them were based on my experience in the past, and obviously working in a middle school and on patrol in high schools, and seeing what things we can do better. And then all along, it wasn't just me. I mean, I worked under Ketsa for 8 years as well. We did a lot of things under Chief Ketsa, and I just continued that, because it's we need to do it. Mm-hmm. And some things aren't going to work out as well as I thought they would, but the majority of the time they do. And if it's we should give it a try if it's going to help kids.
Chief, Sergeant, thank you very much for taking the time to come here and see us. You know what I mean? It's always wonderful. So we're going to look at this camera right here, and then we're just going to wave goodbye, okay? All right, see you soon.